Hello, it's Foon from hustlecastle.site. I'm here with another Titan video. I'm having a lot of fun figuring these out and I really wanted to just share it, make a video. I'm just going to kind of wing it. Normally my content is a bit more scripted, but I really want to get this out and I don't have time for a more polished edited video, so we'll do the best we can. So I'm here in my Rift. This is the room where you control all of your Titans. I've just recently leveled up mine to level 3 and as soon as I have the gold and iron, I will be going up one more to level 4. You can see here that once I get up to level 4, it looks like that will be the maximum, at least for now, and then I'll be able to bring my Titans up to 5 stars. I mean, in theory, if I had everything I needed to, I would technically be able to, and I'll be able to have 3 patrons if I had 3 legendary Titans. Let's just jump right to the tower. This is the same as if I went to it from the map. I have already cleared the easy tower and I can now clear it with using auto battle. So if you're curious, if you haven't really started this and you're curious what it would look like day to day after you have gotten a little farther, this is pretty much what it is. You just kind of do it on auto battle similar to Invasion and kind of just put your phone down for 5 minutes and come back when it's done. For the sake of not just playing this for 8 minutes in a video, I'm gonna like super speed this up. So while this is playing, let me give a real high-level summary of how upgrading Titans works. So you upgrade the Titans themselves, and then the Titans have 2 different kinds of effects that you upgrade separately. When you upgrade the Titan themselves, there's something called an Ascension, where you basically add a star to that Titan, and in order to do that, you need to collect a bunch of the puzzle pieces, which are called Titan Essence. And then for each star level, you can then also rank up the level. There's a maximum of how high you can get in terms of level, based on the star level. So you have to do them both together. And ranking up the level you do with the sparks. So there's 2 different currencies there to level up the Titans themselves. There's the essence or puzzle pieces that you need in order to reach new stars. And then there are the sparks that you do to get the levels. And then the first of the 2 abilities is seals. This kind of works the same way. It has a rank or kind of star level, and you do that by getting seal particles, which again are kind of like these puzzle pieces. And then within each rank of the seal, you also level it up using the Titanite. And the second effect is abilities. These are a little more straightforward. They just go rank from 1 to 11, and you use elemental stones to upgrade the levels. One thing I do really want to point out is that elemental stones are not interchangeable. So my purple epic Titan, his abilities, I need to use purple elemental stones to upgrade. And my epic orange Titans, I have to use orange elemental stones to upgrade those abilities. There is a button to synthesize them, but I haven't actually tried that yet. So I guess in theory you can convert them, but they're not just interchangeable the way like dust is interchangeable. And abilities are the thing we care about in terms of our normal, regular squad for the rest of the game. A orange legendary Titan has a 4th ability. It's patron ability, and you can have up to 3 patron abilities affecting your squad at a time. Okay, so the easy tower is finally cleared. You can see that the rewards are, pretty nice compared to what they are, way down on floors, 1 to 5, lots of stuff here. The auto battle did the entire tower because I've already done that one. That was an option, although I have sometimes seen the auto battle stop, 1 floor below where I have previously cleared. I haven't made it very far in the hard tower yet, but maybe with some upgrades today, that'll get better. Yeah, that's where I expected to stop. Still stuck on floor 2. I didn't do any upgrades yesterday, so I'd have a little more resources to play with for this video today. But maybe with the resources I got yesterday and today and some upgrades, I'll be able to clear this floor, hopefully. So let's jump to the store. There is just this insane amount of new kinds of resources, I guess. So the currency in the store is the Rift Stone. That's the first kind of item we have. And this first category is Essence. Again, these are the puzzle pieces that we need in order to add stars to our Titans. Also to collect the Titan in the first place. You can kind of think of collecting the Titan as going from like 0 to 1 stars, and then you have collected it. So here you can see we have different kinds of Essence, orange, purple, blue, similar to like the CT store. When it's random, it's, much cheaper than if it's a specific one. Oh, and also I meant to mention, so this is what the store looks like after you have cleared the easy tower. I don't know if this was fixed, but before I'd cleared the easy tower, I had a couple things like this saying that they would open after I cleared the hard tower. And I think this one also said it would be cleared after I cleared the hard tower, but actually it is unlocked now. I don't know if that's been fixed or not because obviously, for me, it's already unlocked. Now, one of the special offers that a lot of people are spending money on is to get some essence for one specific Titan. And you can see these are pretty expensive and hard to get, so that's a very tempting offer to do with real money. At first, I wasn't giving much attention to my blue Titans because I figured they wouldn't be in the squad for very long, but I started buying these random blue Titan essence, especially this cheaper one here. This one's pretty expensive. But this cheaper one here, I was getting essences for the guys I have pretty quickly I was able to level them up, again, pretty cheaply, and it made a huge difference in my squad. Everyone's saying that like a strong leveled up blue is actually stronger than an empty out of the box orange. So, even though, yeah, the blues will eventually get kind of tossed out of our squad as we eventually make it to all epic, they can really give you a lot of power now for something that's actually affordable. Okay, so we're starting with the hardest things to collect here in the store. The Titan Essence, this for collecting your Titans and giving them more stars in the rank. The Seal Particles, remember there's two abilities. There's two effects. There's seals and there's abilities. So these are the particles we need to add more rank to our seals. And similar idea, like there's this random purple particle for a cheaper price and then some more for the more expensive price. I am not planning on touching this at all. I don't even have enough to really be selling out all the cheap stuff. But again, you see the blue stuff is really cheap. You can really get pretty far with a little bit of these stones here. And again, same idea, some random ones and some specific ones that are more expensive. Okay, and now sparks. So sparks are what we use to add levels to our Titans. So first we need the essence to give them stars, and then after we kind of reach each new star rank level, then we can add them up with levels. And Titanite is the same kind of thing, but for seals. After we get the puzzle pieces and unlock a new rank, we can level it up within that rank using Titanite. And the the elemental stones. Rift stone is the currency. Elemental stones are these things. I don't want to buy that. Actually, I do want to buy this. And again, these are not interchangeable. They're for different Titans. Okay, now finally, stuff with diamonds. So if you want to spend diamonds and real money to kind of get yourself a little farther ahead, able to kind of play with these things, because in the beginning, it's really slow before you have anything you can really play with. This is how you do it. You're going to start off with these chests. I went right for the orange because I figured, that's the hardest thing to get. That's what I want to spend my diamonds on, is to get started working on these guys, although working on these guys is a really slow job. Some people did choose to go with these other chests so that they could bring their, blue and purple Titans stronger faster. So just wanted to point out that these chests are not just that like the gold chest has more, the orange chest has orange stuff in it, and the purple and blue have purple and blue stuff in it. I can say in Clan War, well, I'm choosing to mostly prioritize my purple and orange. I've run into some, full-blown level 100 rare Titans that just kind of, knock everyone out. They are very strong if you choose to go that route and invest in your blue Titans. Okay, let's move on and actually upgrade some stuff. So I got to get back to my Titan squad. All right, back to the rift. Nope. Get back in there. I don't normally play on the computer, but it's easier to do a long screen recording. So I'm a little slow and awkward. My computer's not made for this. Okay, here's my rift. Let's look at the Titan squad. And there's a couple things you can only get to after you go to this or the tower. For example, the store is not a button over there, and the collection. Let's jump right over to the collection. Here you can see these are the 5 Titans that I have so far. Oh, it looks like I have enough to get this one here. That's fun. So let's just do that right now together. Great. Oh, moving castle. That's really cool. Okay, this is fun. I have a brand new level 1 Titan, and the Ascension is adding stars. So let's look what that does. I need to have 10 puzzle pieces, and I only have 2 for this moving castle guy. So he's done. He's not doing anything. But I could level him up. So since he has 1 star, I'm able to level him up to level 20. He's currently level 1. I just collected him right now. So I can level him up to level 20 while he's still 1 star. And in order to go beyond that, I need him to be 2 star. And then I can go up to 40, 3 star, and I can go up to 60, etc. I'm not just going to do this yet because I only have so many sparks. And I want to think for a minute before I use all my sparks to bring this guy to level 20. Might be better using my sparks on some of my 5 guys that I already have. So real quick, back to that collection screen. So, okay, here you can see I have these 6 now. That's nice. I got a brand new one. And here you can see how close I am to collecting all of the other ones. I did buy a bunch of the chests with diamonds. So I am pretty far along collecting basically all of the oranges. If you use those chests, you're going to kind of be collecting them all at almost the exact same time. This guy, this Thundersaurus, some people are calling him Godzilla, as the one that probably has the most excitement. And unfortunately, I had a bit of bad luck. He's the one that I have the least puzzle pieces for, or essence, I should say. Now, as I said right at the beginning, I have just upgraded my rift room, so I should be able to bring this guy up to 4 stars if I have enough puzzle pieces. And I do not. Let me see if any of the other guys I do. We know him, I don't. No. No, but close. And definitely not. Okay, so while I can now finally, I'm able to go to 4 stars now because I have upgraded my Rift Room. I don't have enough essence of any of my 6 Titans in order to ascend any of them. But what we could do is go to the store and see if I get lucky. So I'm going to buy a bunch of these and maybe we'll get lucky and be able to upgrade one of my blues so I can show you what it looks like. Nope. No. It's just too many of the blues. It's too random. But they're also very cheap. Okay, I think that's all I can get. So I'm out of stock on those. And I don't think that was enough for me to upgrade anything. And now here you can see I do have this moving castle, but that's really expensive. That would be a lot of my rift stones. That would be 100,000 to sell out this portion, and that would still only be 10. Okay, so actually real quick, if you want to see your guys here, my friend Cluck had to point this out to me. This is where you get, if you've unlocked some Titans, you're like, why aren't they, here on the podiums? I want to see them, standing here, breathing heavily on their platforms. That's where you have to do it there. And here you can see your inventory of puzzle pieces. That's a nice way to see everything you have. The collections screen we were just at, and we can have a shortcut to go right to the tower. But we're looking at the upgrade screen. I can just start with any of my Titans and click there. So again, unfortunately, I can't ascend anybody, but we can probably level somebody up. Let's see if everyone's maxed out. So, okay, level 40 is the max for 2 stars. Level 40 max for 2 stars. Okay, yeah, so everyone actually is already leveled up. Yeah, if I did have enough to ascend, you would see this lose 20 here. This would add a star. And then this would now say 40 out of 60. And then I would go here and use my sparks to level up this level here. So if it had one more star, this would be 60, and I could level up closer to 60, probably all at once. Now, obviously I can't because I'm already at the max and I can't ascend any higher, but I will point out that these stats all go up all together as you level up. You don't level up just health or just damage. Everything goes up all together as you level up the Titan's level. So let's jump right into the effects. Each Titan has 2 effects, seals and abilities. So let's start with seals. Seals work a lot like Titans themselves. They have the star rank and then they have a level. And they cannot have more stars than the Titan has themselves. But here, this one I can level up and it'll increase damage and protection to Earth Titans. And here's this other effect. All right, so I'm going to level this one up a bit. And you can see this uses Titanite. The reason I stopped this here at 35 the other day was just because I ran out of Titanite. Okay, and there we go. I'm only going to be able to bring it up one more level today. Or, of course, I could buy more Titanite from the store, and I'll probably end up doing that. Now, over here, you can see this guy. It's got a little 1 here, and he only has 1 star, but he has 2 here. Maybe I can upgrade it, rank up. And it looks like I can. I have collected all 4 puzzle pieces of this type of seal. These are called seal particles. And so I can bring them up from 1 star to 2. All right. And now I can level them up just like I did the other one. But as I just used all my Titanite, there's obviously none here for this one. So that's basically all there is to seals. It's just like the Titan. You have to use the seal particles to increase your stars and use Titanite to increase your level. And they each have their own ability, sort of their own little kind of effects. Now, abilities. So all the Titans have these 3 abilities here, and the orange ones have an extra ability here. The top one is a basic effect, which means it will automatically be applied in battle, and this left and right one have a passive effect, which works all the time. It does not need to be applied. You can see here, this question mark, how each ability kind of increases as it increases in level. They all go up to level 11. I already pointed out that to level these up, you need these elemental stones and that it has to be the right color. This orange Titan needs orange elemental stones, and this purple Titan needs purple elemental stones. The cost here goes up as it levels up, but the top one is always more expensive than these left and right ones. And over here on the orange Titans, this patron one costs the same as this basic one. At least that seems to be what it is. I don't know if there's some exceptions to that as it gets higher level, since I'm only the level I'm at. And again, leveling these up is a bit more straightforward because you just level it up. There isn't like two aspects to it like there is with the Titans level themselves and the seal levels. The ability levels, you just level up. And what I care most about is my patron level because that's the one that's going to help my normal squad. So, yep, let's see. I'm going to look real quick to see who I want to give the most love to. Yeah, they're both good. How does this one scale? It scales pretty slow, so I think I might prioritize the other one. Actually, I take it back. I'm going to scale up the fish. All right. Oh, I need to actually, he's already maxed out. He can't go past level 5. All right, so that's something that I missed. My Titan here has 2 stars and it's at level 40 here. I can't go past level 5 until my Titan reaches level 50. So let me upgrade somebody else. All right, that looks nice. Now I do have enough, but you can see here where it does say you can synthesize them. I'm not exactly sure. Oh, okay, that's great. So it's 10 blues is 1 purple, and 10 purples is 1 orange. That is great to know. But I don't need to do that right now. All right, let's upgrade it. And I still have 5 left, so I'm going to give a little love to these guys here. Okay. All right, so that is upgrading the Titan themselves with their rank and level. There's level here. And the seals, again, with a rank and a level, and abilities. And we have a bazillion new resources now. The rank of the Titan takes essence. The level of the Titan takes sparks. The seals here take seal particles. And the seal rank takes Titanite. And the abilities take elemental stones. So just a ton of stuff. Oh, I do want to look at the patron. So over here at abilities, patronage. I don't know if there's a faster way to get there, but that's the way I get it. I pick one of my legendary titans, abilities tab, the patronage here. Okay, so at the level that my rift is at, I can now have 2 legendary patrons, and when I max out the room at level 4 rift, it'll be 3. Only legendary titans can give patronage. So these effects are now in effect on my regular squad all the time. Oh, and if you're worried about historical power, Titans do not affect your historical power at all except for the patronage, which makes perfect sense. It's the only thing that actually has anything to do with your regular squad. And the power that it adds is 50,000 per rank. So my rank 5 here is 250,000. And I guess all of these special offers are also worth talking about. Once you have collected a new Titan or gotten your Titan to a new rank, or perhaps even reach certain milestones on the towers, it triggers more special offers. I don't know like exactly what all the rules are here, but these special offers do just kind of pour right in. I wanted to have a little something more to play with, so I did buy some of the chests for diamonds, and once I had my first orange Titan, I started getting offers here. I spent less than 20 bucks, and for me the game was more fun then. I had, something here that I could actually do something with. Spend more, spend nothing, do whatever you want to do. I don't think this is something you need. You can ignore the feature completely. In Clan War, there's not even that many spots for Titan squads, and the patronage, it's not like a huge deal. But I would play it. I would start working on it because, every day you're going to get all the rewards you got from yesterday and a little more. And the next day you get everything from yesterday and a little more still. So it's going to grow, kind of exponentially. It'll keep working. So I would start. But if you look at this and you're like, no, there's been, 4 events. We're having 4 events in 2 months. I'm not going to also spend money on this. I think that's very valid, and you don't need to. But on the other hand, there are a lot of little tiny offers that are hard to turn down. Now in Clan War, I don't have a war open right now, so I have some nice screenshots over on hustlecastle.site/titans, and let me open those up. Okay. Clan War. Okay, so you guys have seen these new Titan outpost towers that are just for Titans, and they're color coded. So, like, whoever wins this orange tower, you are going to get a bonus. You're going to get glory just for the tower, and then you also get a glory bonus if you happen to win one of the connected towers. Here's where that's written. You know, you get glory for anyway, but if you win both, you get a 25% bonus. And here it's also saying the same thing. Fun thing to note, so since you have your Titan squad and your regular squad, you can be a double winner in Clan War. If you are a double winner, you get a second chest, a different chest actually. So there's the normal Clan War winner's chest. You then also will get a protector's chest here, which has all fun Titan stuff inside of it. So that is nice. Here you can see 2 chests. If you're a clan that loads up the workers' neighborhood to get extra rewards for war winners, if you do that during Clan War, which is a great thing to do, especially if you cook a lot to get more tavern ingredients, double winners do actually get double the ingredients. So that's, really nice. And you can see the clan territory coins, winner normally gets 3,500 of them just for being a winner. It's double if you're a double winner. And now this little bonus you get, it's this little tiny bonus you get if you're in workers' neighborhood when war closes and you're a winner. It's nice to have. It's not a huge deal, just 300 coins. It actually quadruples if you're a double winner, which is, starts to become a little more interesting. Let's jump back to the game. Speaking of Clan War, the chests now have just an insane amount of things in it. In my clan, we're on the 3rd time through, everyone picking, because they're just, with all the Titan stuff, the chests are just insanely huge now. So if you are in a clan where you have the chance to get Titan pieces in your, in your Clan War chest. It's so big I can't even scroll this, especially on my clunky computer. Okay, here we go. We've gotten to the Titan stuff. So here we are. Again, sparks. That's what we use for leveling up our Titans. This is going to be always useful. The stones, that's for leveling up the abilities. And you can tell these orange ones are great. That's going to be how you level up your patron abilities. And actually, it is really nice that we found out that 10 of these is worth 1 of these and 10 of these is worth 1 of these. That's good for when people have their second choices and stuff. The Titanite for seals. And now here we have all these puzzle pieces. These hexagon ones are Titan essence. So, you're going to look here if you have one of the Titans that you're working on and you can grab one of these essences here. That's a huge win to have the exact one that you need. And we keep going. These ones that are shaped, like this now, these are your seal particles. And again, there's some seal particles are used on multiple Titans and some are used on just one Titan. So, good to keep an eye on the Titans you're working on and to grab the ones that are the right ones that you need. Because, again, you saw that in the store, buying a specific seal particle or Titan essence is quite expensive. Here you can get the exact one. So definitely pay attention to what you need and request the stuff you want from your clan chest. If you're not in a clan that has a big enough chest to have this stuff in it, well, I'll kind of throw out there that my clan Stacks is recruiting. We have a couple openings. You do have to be TR 11, but if you're interested in getting stronger with us, then send me a message and we'll see if that will work out. My clan Stacks is, again, just Throne Room 11, but we do have 2 sister clans. So if you'd like to be part of an active Discord with really good players that are happy to give advice, but you're not tier 11 yet, I would also be happy to send you to any of our sister clans. And if I'm doing self-promotion, why don't I also say, please like and subscribe. I'm still seeking out to have 1,000 subscribers so that I can request a portion of the ad revenue from the ads that play before my videos. Let me look at that Rift Room one more time to see if there was anything else I wanted to talk about. No, I think we covered all of this. And again, just speaking of the Rift Room itself, go ahead and upgrade it. And there's no disadvantage to upgrading it. And even if you can't take advantage of all those things, it's nice to have them ready. And then I think that might be all I have to say. Before I sign off, I will remind you all, please do leave a comment on this or any of my videos. Every week I give away 5 sets of 250 diamonds. All you have to do is leave a comment on any of my videos with your game ID and 5 random winners are chosen. Again, in order to be able to make this video, get it out now while everyone kind of wants to know this information, I threw it out just kind of stream of conscious rambling rather than the more planned out scripted videos I like to make. So if I missed anything and you have any questions, leave it in the comments and I will be very happy to answer that or maybe make a better Titans guide in the future. Now, and speaking of Titans guide, I did show it for a second, but let me show it again on screen. I have this guide here. It's still a little bit of a work in progress. I want to fill in some conversion rates and some more info about the store and what new things you get as you upgrade. Yeah, there's a lot of explanations here and a lot of reference info here too that I think is useful even if you're understanding them pretty well. All right, so that is all I have for you guys today. Thanks for tuning in and for staying all the way to the end. I'll see you around in the game in Clan Wars or whatever, and have a nice night.